This is audio segment number 4. In audio segment number 1, we explain to you that we are a family-owned nationwide real estate company and we buy property. We want to hire you to work from home to advertise for us. In audio segment number 2, we explain to you further that this advertising that you're going to be doing for us, these messages that you're going to be sending through email and on Facebook, are going to create 4 streams of income for you. In audio segment number 3, we got into the first stream of income that's going to come from these messages that you're going to be sending over the internet on Facebook and email, and that's property. The average commission checks that we pay out for each property that you find will be $12,000. Now that's an average, some more, some will be more, some will be less. And those checks are not going to happen every day, obviously, but we're just trying to show you how your $50 is going to be coming to you. In this audio segment, which is number 4, we want to get into more detail on the second way that we're going to pay you, which is sitting on the phone training people or training new people that come into the business. And if you elect to be a trainer with us, we will pay you $50 an hour to basically sit on the phone with new people that come into the business. Now, these new people are going to request to be trained. They're going to request to sit on the phone with a trainer. They don't need to sit on the phone with anybody. All of the audio is free. All the audio that they need is free on this website for them to get in business with us. But there'll be some people that as you're sending these messages out, they're going to be reading through the website and they're going to ask you to train them. They're going to say, hey, I'd like to pay you $100 for an hour to sit on the phone with me. So there'll be all kinds of training opportunities that come. You're going to sit on the phone with them. You're going to train them. You're going to go through a manual and then give them a test at the end of it. And each time that happens, we're going to pay you $50 an hour. So they're going to be paying $100 per hour to be trained. Again, they don't need to. They don't need to do this. But there are just some people that want to get on the phone. They want to ask questions about the company. They want to talk to somebody from the company. They demand personal attention, which is, reasonable. But it's not necessary. But there'll be some people that, as you're sending out these messages through email and Facebook, some people are going to respond back and say, hey, I have some property I have that I'd like to sell, or my friend of mine has properties they want to sell. And then the second thing they'll say to you is, hey, I'd like to sit and be trained. I want to do what you do, but I want some personal attention and I want to buy 1 hour of training time. So for that 1 hour of training time, they'll pay $100 and they can buy 30-minute increments. So if they want to pay $50 for that training time, then that's a half an hour. So if they want to buy 2 30-minute increments, that's an hour. So your pay will be $25 per half an hour, or if they buy a full hour, then $50 per hour. Some people will request 4 hours from you. So you can see that the more messages, emails, private messages you send on Facebook, the more properties that are going to come back at you, which is going to produce more partnership checks, right? That 35% commission, that $12,000 average. Those are going to be more frequent with the more messages that you send, and also people that are requesting to be trained. So you're going to be sending out this message, and it's going to contain a link to the website, and there will be people that are going to want to come in. They're going to say, hey, I want to be, I'd like you to train me on how to do this, and I want to pay, $100 for an hour and learn how to do this. Some people will buy 3 or 4 or 5 hours of your training time. See, it's fair for you that if you're going to be on the phone training people, that you should not have to sit on the phone all day and train people for free. So we explain to everyone, hey, you don't need to get personal attention, but if you demand personal attention, if you want to get on the phone with somebody from the company, we can put you on the phone with a trainer, but you're obviously going to have to pay the bills to sit on the phone with them and ask them questions about themselves or the company or the business. So there you go. So if you want to become a trainer with us, that is optional. The pay for that is $500. So if you want to become a trainer for us, why $500? Well, it's going to take us hours to sit on the phone with you to train you on how to be a trainer. You're actually going to need to learn some real estate language and some basic real estate principles. So if you want to be a trainer, we're going to sit down with you. We're going to go through a manual with you You're going to have to learn some real estate language, so forth and so on. It's going to take time, effort, and energy on our part. And this is the only way that we have to distinguish who is serious about doing this and who isn't. If it wasn't a paid thing, then everyone would request to become a trainer, and we don't have enough hours in the day. So for us to get on the phone with you and train you to be a trainer, which is how you're going to get that $50 an hour for training new people that are coming into the business and they're requesting or they're buying training time, it's going to take energy and effort for us to train you. So if you want to be a trainer, you can. You don't have to. You can still find deals for us. You can still take this business out for a test run with no money out of your pocket just to see if it actually works. That's the beauty of this. You can send messages at no cost because there's no cost to send messages or to advertise for us, and you can just see if it works. See if properties come back at you. See if training opportunities come back at you. So you can wait to be, if you decide you want to be a trainer, you can wait to see if this thing works and how people respond from these messages or this advertising that you're sending out. So that's audio segment number 4. This was more details on you and becoming a trainer. If you want to become a trainer, then you simply hit the PayPal button on our website. You can pay via PayPal. You do not have to give us your banking information. You can give it to PayPal, and PayPal will send us the money. And then we'll contact you back for a time. It's basically going to take 90 minutes for us to sit on the phone with you, go through this training manual, teach you some basic real estate language. And if you yourself haven't gotten into the business yet and you'd like to get on the phone with us, this is related to training. You can do that. You can get on the phone with one of our trainers. But again, it's a lot of time and energy and effort. And you certainly can buy a half an hour of training time for $50. Feel free to hit the PayPal button, and we will have a trainer contact you to kind of sit on the phone, answer your questions about the business, train you, go through the manual. So you can buy a half an hour for $50, or an hour for $100, or as much or as little time in half an hour increments as you want. So if you want to sign up for a trainer, to be a trainer, you can get that $50 an hour. Or if you just want to test this business to see what comes back at you and then sign up to be a trainer later, you certainly can. That's an optional position. And again, that cost is $500. You can pay via PayPal on the website. And if you would like to get on the phone with one of our trainers, the cost is $100 an hour. Why is that? Just because it is a lot of brain damage to get on the phone and walk people through who are we, what is this business, what is this business all about, especially because we put all the audio on the website. So we put all the audio that you would need to be trained on the website, so you can see why if you absolutely have to get on the phone with us, that is an option for you, but you're going to have to pay to do that. Okay, so click over to audio segment number 5, which is on how we will pay you to become a recruiter.